What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol ZM for Zoom video conferencing. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, we have the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing I need to point out is that they did give us an earnings announcement after the bell today, so let's flip on our extended hours session and see what is going on with the number. So right off the bat, before I really even zoomed in there, you could see the large red candle. We're going to be opening on a gap down, I would imagine. A lot can happen between now and 9:30, but for the sake of today's video, let's assume that the opening print will be somewhere around here. Let's call it 314, and that the overnight low is going to remain somewhere around 312. Again, a lot can happen between now and 9:30, but what we're about to cover is a framework to deal with any type of gap down, and in the reverse case, a gap up. So taking a look at the daily now to talk about how we're going to trade this at 9:30, the first scenario we need to watch out for is a gap and trap, right? So in that case, we're looking for a long-sided trade to fill the gap overhead into today's low at 339.69. Just call it 340 for round numbers sake. What that might look like, and this is extremely small over here, and that's a good thing, the closer these two numbers remain by the time the bell comes around at 9:30, the better, because it's going to increase your risk versus reward, right? So if we open here, fail to take out the overnight low and trade back up through the open, that's your signal for a long, and you're looking for a move to start to fill this gap up again towards 340. Because it's a sizable gap up, I would argue that maybe we should pay attention to the 50% retracement of the gap. So assuming the open is here and that the gap is essentially going to be this distance there, maybe look for a bump in the road or start to trim some of the position around 326.73 if we make it that far, right? So that would be the first area I watch out for to the upside, and then after that, sure, you can watch for the gap fill up towards that 340 mark. We're going to remove those fibs, make the chart a little cleaner, and now talk about the flip side of the coin, which of course is going to be the gap and go, right? So if we open here and consolidate in this range, never violating the open, maybe we put in a flush point at the overnight low, what you're looking for is a breakdown there, in which case our target is going to be the next major area of daily support. So I'm going to turn this back to auto. We're going to scrunch the chart up a little bit, and you can see that the next major point underneath us, I would argue, is here around 302, 300 psychological, and then after that we have a ways to fall all the way down towards 285. So certainly to both sides of the trade here, we have plenty of reasonable up and downside targets. Let me scrunch that up so we can see them actually. So there we go. So really, everything is going to hinge upon what happens at 9:30, what goes on with the inventory imbalance. Do we get the gap and trap, or do we get the gap and go? As you know, I just outlined the framework for both directions with targets above and below. So those are my thoughts here on ZM. We'll see what happens at 9:30. I wish you all the best of luck if you do decide to trade it. Let me know in the comments section if you did learn something new in today's video, or just give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.